Treat Yourself 2011. Once a year, Donna and I spend a day treating ourselves. What do we treat ourselves to?
Clothes.
Treat yourself.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather goods.
Treat yourself.
Hey everybody, it's me, Remy, the comic book poser, and I'm here today to welcome you to the end of the Poserverse. I'm a little bit slow moving. I got my second dose of the COVID shot yesterday, and it makes me feel like I have the flu, but not like the fun throwing up part, like achy, feel like you need oil on your joints kind of slow. But hey, I'm basically immortal now after 2 doses of that thing. So I have a bunch of stuff to open, and I'll show you here. Sorry, you're looking at my junk, right? We've got all kinds of boxes that these all literally just came in yesterday or today, that instead of cracking a bunch of videos on the stuff that will sit and rot in the to be edited queue, or like you'll see me open something from January and June, I figure this is stuff that I wanted to show off relatively quickly now. Before, yeah, Bruce, you're welcome for those feet. And you saw that I'm wearing not pants, but gym shorts. At least I showered before I did this. But these are all things that I wanted to show off from people around the community that had some fire stuff that I wanted to pick up. So the first thing is from the 616 Comics. I am a color tier Patreon of theirs, so that means I get their sweet color tier mystery box, like their version of the Bolo box, once a month. And normally I don't bother filming that, only because I know like the second Burke gets it in, he'll put it up and go, here you go. And all of the color tier boxes are the same, but they're all banging books from the 616. So I think this is something that some of you may be surprised that I bought, since I am not a big chaser of modern Big 2 stuff, especially DC, that I am blatantly more Marvel than DC. That, you know, sure, I like my Batman, or I really enjoyed Swamp Thing when the first one came out. So one of the benefits that comes from signing up on their Patreon is if they've got stuff left over from pre-orders or other sales, they'll give Patreon folks first dibs at some of these items, and then if there are more people who want it than can get it, they will put it up for like a small like raffle. So I picked up a set of Batman 106 covers. So there's the A cover, the B cover that a lot of people are excited about, since that's the first appearance of the dark costume or dark outfit for Robin. And then I think this is the 1 in 10, 1 in 25 kind of sketch variant. I know there's a Virgin variant of that, but I'll take the minimal trade dress of the Batman head. So those were a nice little pickup. I really enjoyed Batman 106, and just like Bruce and Stephanie Comics are entering a little bit of the spec game, I'm picking a issue here or there. So am I weird in specking on a Robin costume? Probably, but that's my jam. The second package comes from Oregonweim, who he's always around in the chats on my videos. He shows up in the auction. He gave the Princess of Comic Gains something for her birthday, and I saw it and I happened to comment on how cool I thought it was. So Oregonweim sent me a couple of comics, but he said that mostly they were put in there to make sure that the masterpiece was not ruined and there was some buffer in there. So this is from his Apocalyptic Taco World, that there were 3 different versions of this that all feature the Princess of Comic Games in there, with the joke, you know, is it weird that she doesn't talk? Right, little random appearances in there and things like that. And I thought it was pretty cool in terms of like the circular like family circus style panel. But I mentioned about how cool I thought it was, and he hit me up and was like, I'll send you one. It's like, dope. Because I'm one of those people that when I get in and watch something from Comic Games, if there's a comment at the top about the princess never talking, I'll just make fun of somebody about not being worthy of hearing her voice. But I was really excited to see that he, you know, was willing to offer me one of these copies, and it's going to get framed and go up on the wall. The third quick opening is from someone that you've heard me mention a couple of times. It's Harshlife Spotlights, where I picked up some mystery boxes from them on Instagram. They also have Flash by Night. I do not have the energy to yell like Gunny, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm going with Arlie Ermy, because he was born like an hour and a half from where I live currently. He was born in the town that I went to college, so he was still there, would make appearances in Emporia, Kansas from time to time, and it was like, hell yeah. So I'll pick another milk all day where I've got some energy, Flash by Night, and I'll do my best Gunny impersonation, but I just can't do it today. I'm too tired. So these were all pickups from the Harshlife storefronts Instagram, that they had just a running weekly claim sale from Sunday to Saturday. And each of these books were anywhere from, $1 to $10. Hey, Manny. So I picked up first Savage Dragon Ninja Turtles #2. So I have #2 and #3. Okay. So I'm just looking for the first one. I'm a sucker for anything Warlock that I'm filling in my Infinity Watch run. So there's 9 and 10. And then he also had something up there that's if like you spend $15, $20 in a week, you get free shipping. So I was going through and I was like, what looks like some cool books to have? So here is an old but lovely beat up copy of House of Mystery Doll H for Hero. I can't remember the number 162. It's a nice little Monster Takes Littleville. And then I also like Dell Comics, Gold Key Comics, Harvey Comics, right? Anything that is that golden era, that I just kind of like the nostalgia and the art. So if I can find one for the cheap, I'll kind of pick them up, because it's the only way that I can rock them in my collection. So here's Harvey Comics Jack Quick Frost #2. And I thought was just a pretty cool pickup. I like everything that they've got going on over there. Last week I picked up, I think it was 3 of the Sons of Anarchy tattoo covers. That I love that show. And of course, one of them that I could pick up was Opie, who I love me some Opie. Even since he was, unable to play football after he got hit by a car in Remember the Titans. #3. No, this is not a That Spider-Man Booth mystery box, although it is a That Spider-Man Booth box. My buddy Average Will has had his first mystery box go live on Friday or Saturday. So I want to say it was $60 shipped. That it was 5 to 10 books, keys, signed ish, like the same kind of spiel that anybody who puts a mystery box together does. The grand prize was some kind of slab, I don't remember. While she feel heavy, right? This box is not going to fit a slab. So we've got thank you for buying my first box. I hope you enjoy the books as I tried to pick it up. Wanted to include a what if book in each and threw in some signed books into some of the boxes. If you do an unboxing video, please let me know, as I'm excited and nervous to see if you enjoy it or not, or tag me on Instagram. So I tagged him in the thumbnail of this. Let me know your honest opinion of the box. So while I real time can't give Average Will the I Google it and do eBay or anything else last sold values, if there's one thing that I tend to be on a lot of boxes is it's honest. Because if it's a piece of shit and I sent Will a piece of shit, right, he'd be like, come on, man. So I like that kind of mutual respect of like us being honest, because I know if there's something that is less than stellar in there, right, then we'll all find a way to make it right. I need to flip over the blade on my box cutter. She's seen better days. But right now, packed real well. Some good tight tape. Hey, Comic Vato. Thank you for joining us. Aggressively relaxing. I know you will give honest opinions in the chat, so that's why I'm glad that you're here. That if I am blowing smoke, you'll be like, nah, F this. I'm going to set it on fire. Alright, I'm not going to look at that bottom book. So it says start here. Number 1, what if the Fantastic Four lost the Trial of Galactus? I think I actually own 2 copies of this, but I do like this one, that what would happen if they got yeeted out of existence earlier. It's actually in pretty good condition in terms of the corners and the spine, so I'll take that one. Aliens Labyrinth from Dark Horse. This is number 1 of 4. So these values, like anything that says Aliens or Predator and Dark Horse, are slowly going up in value because people are either anticipating that the Marvel Aliens book will be not very good, so they'll want to go buy the old good Aliens books, or they will, hope that it's good and it will make people want to read more old Alien stuff. Fallen Angel, good James Bond comic. I don't read a lot of those. I have heard people say that the run that's going on through Diamond right now, or not Diamond, through Dynamite, is actually pretty decent. But James Bond has not been in one of those areas that I like to read. Oh, nice. Number 2. Let's see if I get the full run, and that will make me excited. Bang, number 3. Because I don't have this run of this small Alien title. Number 4. Awesome. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like what I see as the note on the back of this one. The hardcore, so some, Valiant goodness. And that signature on the back is none other than Jim Lee. Fallen Angels, I almost bought a used version of that Court of Owls mask and book set that I saw at the game shop that I get some comics at. Spectacular Spider-Man, number 37. Hey, Monarch Moments, thanks for checking in. There's a good chance that I come check out anything y'all got going on tonight, because Toby's got a friend coming over after his karate test, and then we're not playing D&D tonight because everybody is sick or dealing with the real world. Oh yeah, giant-sized Spider-Man and Dracula. That's a good one. I mean, you know, square bounds, you look at the spine, there's a little bit of tearing there at the bottom corner. Some color rub, looks like some tape tear at the top. But the rest of that is awesome. And there's a Human Torch appearance. Alright, the Grandpa Virgin variant. Nice. So this is the Berserker 1 in 100. So I will take that. I'm very excited to get that. You know, book 1 was not all that terrible. She's in real nice condition. So I know if I were to buy that at incentive price, right, that covers the value of the box, let alone anything else. So, you know, getting the Spider-Man, the 1 in 100 Berserker is dope. And I can already spoil what's the back one, but I can see why this is put as the big boom banger at the end of the box. It's Mirka Andolfo's Mercy. Number 1 is a Virgin variant, and it is 1 of 300 covers. So, Will, I think you fucking crushed it on this first box, bud. And I know you're busy with either Johnny Blue Eyes or you're working right now, but you crushed it, and I will text you or send you a DM on Instagram. You nailed it. I'm excited to see other people who pick up your boxes to see what other kinds of fire that you have. But I'll take a picture of this and put it up on Instagram this evening. But to get a what if, I love people who put short runs or starter runs of comics in boxes, right? The Funko comic box that I've got coming out now, I'm starting with issues 1 through 3 or 4 of an indie comic that I love. An early Jim Lee Sig, good condition Spectacular Spider-Man, Spidey and Dracula, and then the 1 in 100 Grandpa variant, and 1 of 300 Virgin variants. Yeah, well, the honest opinion is, I know why you probably lowballed your price a little bit from the start, because this was your first mystery box. I probably would have paid $100 with that box and been okay. I think if I run the math on it, I think you probably could have charged a little bit more, but this box is a hell of a welcome statement into the average Will making mystery boxes community, that next time you put one up, as long as I've got extra coin kicking around, it's mine. I'll take it. I'll always give it a shot. 2 last things to open, and then Toby's got to go for his karate test. So if you've been on my auction at all ever, you'll know one of the running jokes is that I constantly live in, oh, Jiho, you want the Jack Black Thor celebration? Done. Alright, there you go, Jiho. I hope you enjoyed that. And for the rest of you who haven't seen it, those are the kind of random things that I click on. But one of the running gags on the auction is that I am basically living in indentured servitude to AMKM, that they just had a bunch of stuff for like 2 weeks that 2 weeks to, 2 months that I wanted in on. I've got 2 boxes that are coming from them. And the first of two made it here today, so the slabs got here, and I think these will be a good transition into the last box that I picked up. So slab number 1 is the premiere edition of House of X number 1. It's a 9/8. It's a partial sketch cover, but they put this up one night, and I have talked many times about why I love the X-Men. This book in particular, it's the premiere variant. This book in particular is the one that got me back into picking up comics again. That if you watch my video from D-Run Comics' I think 500 sub giveaway, where it's like, what are the 5 most banging or most important covers in your character? I show my busted and dusted variant cover to House of X number 1 because it was the book that, you know, got me here, got me to my shop, got me to pick up a bunch of indies, that kind of gave me the confidence to start writing about comics, and then, you know, eventually blogging about comics. All right. Then I've got House of X number 2, where it's revealed that Moira McTaggart is a mutant. It's a 9/6, and it's signed by Chris Claremont. So you're talking about someone who creates the definitive kind of modern version of the X-Men that we are all there and in love with. If you are a fan of Claremont's X-Men, or if you're a fan of the X-Men at all, it's all because of, you know, what Claremont and his team do to kind of change the game there. So that's, I think it's a Pepe Larraz cover, but I knew I wanted to have something signed by Chris Claremont in my collection, and they had it at a price that I was willing to go, yes, please. The last box that I'll show off today is a cocaine brick of comics. And they come from another Californian, my buddy Robot Monster Island. And this is a lot that I bought on Parker's auction on a Tuesday night after D&D. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Oh, I will. And I hope you all will too. But there's a cluster of big books in here. And then there are a couple of variants to other books that I picked up. But James just seems to, you know, shake a shelf in his basement and 1,000 slabbed keys or phenomenal old books fall out of nowhere. And he's figured out, just like these slabs, don't want to drop anything, what one of the phrases is that will get me to start Googling or checking my bank accounts. So he had a massive lot of Uncanny X-Men. So we've got 175, 171 when Rogue joins the X-Men, 168. That's an early Kitty Pryde, I think. 167, one of the deaths of Xavier. 166. Is that Colossus versus the Brood? Maybe. 165. And we just keep getting older. 164. Whoop. This is a big stack and do not want to drop them. 168, Madeline Pryor. I think you're right there. 163. 162. 161. And I think of these, I only had 2 or 3 of them. And as I'm trying to fill in Uncanny and regular X-Men, I was glad to pick all of these up. So this was 160. 159. 158. 156. Some Starjammers. Whoop. This is 155. 4. 153. 152. We got a start a new pile. 151. 150. 149. So you could see why I was freaking out the whole time I was bidding on this. And I had to take on the Lawman. I love X-Men versus Murder World. I love the usage of Arcade. In 146, here's a 98, The Return of the Sentinels. And then I think we're into other books that I've picked up all over the place from some of his other lots. So, looks here is a Venomized Villains lot. So here's... I can't tell who that one is. Is that Death? Venomized Cappy. Daredevil. Venomized Runaways. Is that looks like Scotty Young, but I don't think it is. But that looks like his kind of cartoony on the smaller person. So there's that. We have, like I said the last time I showed some books from this series off. I was chasing this before goddamn White Vision became a thing in that people are chasing. So some West Coast Avengers, number 61, 67, 66 with a nice Ultron, 64, 65, 63, 62. Did I start at 61? Yeah. So I like, for the most part, that he's got a lot of old keys kicking in. And I'm going to wrap up real quick because my wife is calling me saying, "Where are you?" So I'll put these up on Instagram, but I have all of the different books from Crossover 3 that the main character is reading on the cover. I have a pile of Simpsons goodness. My wife's now about to yell down the stairs. Oh, that's the backside. Simpsons Comics, Simpsons Comics. And the last one I got, oh shit, and I think he threw this in here. This is one of the books on my Grail list. Fantastic Four number 50. It is one of the first 6 books that are listed as the first appearance of him, later to be known Adam Warlock. So, thanks y'all, everybody who hopped in and out for the 10 minutes I've been on, or the 30 minutes I've been on. I forgot to upload my Patreon thank you video to this before I started, but thank you to Jiho and Slotted Up 503 who are both in here. Thank you to Tomorrow Cinema and Comics and Crosses for helping support the channel for me to get some of the things that I'm looking for. So we'll see if I do another massive unboxing, but there's now a giant pile of trash that I will have to clean up tonight when I get back. The issue that gives and receives. Alright, y'all. That's all I got. I'm going to go take a 5-year-old to see if he gets his next belt. But as always, y'all, thanks for stopping by, and have a good one.
I find it incredibly demeaning. But guess what? Cash money! I'm gonna make it rain. I'm just gonna pick that up real quick.